Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Emma. I like Disney, musicals and all things cozy. Let's be honest, I talk mostly about musicals, but you know, I like to say those other things anyway. By the time you're watching this video, it will already be October and I am actually so excited for all the colours of the different leaves, having hot chocolates, blankets, binge watching a bunch of TV shows. I thought we could talk about some exciting theatre news that was released in the last week of September. So as I said, by the time you're watching this, it will already be early October, but nonetheless, there's been some really exciting announcements, both on the West End and internationally. Let's just jump into it because I have quite a lot to talk about today. So if you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you already haven't done. So my first announcement is that this week, I saw it personally on Andy Fickman's Instagram, but I'm sure there was reports about it. It's time to get 30, flirty and thriving.
30 and flirty and thriving. 30 and flirty and thriving.
So the beloved 2004 movie 13 Going on 30 is finally getting a musical adaptation. This musical has been in the works since 2016, 2017. So it's been a long time coming. They are in the early stages of making a workshop of this musical. They're putting it on in Battersea Arts Centre from October 25th to October 28th. All the tickets are already sold out, so don't even try and get them unless you're some kind of celebrity who can get in. I don't know. Unfortunately for people like me who really wanted to go and see it. So if the workshop goes well, the plans are to make a full-blown production by the summer of 2025. It's directed by none other than Andy Fickman, who you might recognise from Heathers. So he directed and brought Heathers over to the West End. The writers for this musical were actually the original screenwriters for the movie, Josh Goldsmith and Cathy Usper. If it has the same writers on board, hopefully it will have some sort of the same feel. Music and lyrics for this project is written by Michael Weiner and Alan Zachary, who actually also wrote the music to High School Musical. I have to read this out because, pardon me, I'm an old woman who hasn't seen this show. High School Musical, the series. It's such a mouthful to say that sentence. I grew up on the original High School Musical movies, right? I had the Barbie dolls, I had the blanket, I had the water bottle, the whole lot. I love High School Musical, but I cannot, for the life of me, pronounce High School Musical. It's just too much. It's too many words. They should have shortened that down. But, you know, I digress. They have also written the Broadway musical First Date. They've also worked on the musical episode of Once Upon a Time, if you've ever seen that show. That's a show I actually have seen and it was good, yeah. I don't know that much about their work in general because I haven't really seen anything other than that Once Upon a Time episode, if I'm being completely transparent with you guys right now. But I'm excited to see where this goes. For this project, I just have every faith in Andy Fickman. Any project that he's attached to, I'm kind of pumped for. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And casting has yet to be announced, but I am sure it's in the circulation somewhere because obviously the workshop is coming quite soon. So in the upcoming weeks, they're probably going to announce some people attached to that project. And I imagine a lot of those same people will probably also, if it transfer to the West End, make that. So I don't want to make any predictions about casting yet because it seems so like it's going to just come before I know it. So yet another rom-com is getting the stage treatment. This one is much further away than 13 Going on 30. And Burlesque, starring Christina Aguilera, is rumoured to have a stage production being in the works as well, which Aguilera is also involved with. It's going to open in the UK first. Steve Anton, who wrote the movie script for Burlesque, is also again writing the book for this show. It's going to feature multiple songs from the actual film itself. who is written by Aguilera, as well as Diane Warren and Sia. But there's also going to be some new songs by Todrick Hall, oh my god, and Jess Foley. I love Todrick Hall. I think he is, yeah, he's brilliant. There's just no other way of putting it. It's going to be so camp and so fun. I hope they're just going to go super big with it, because Burlesque is basically already a show. It's definitely not going to be a challenge to transfer it to the stage, because the movie already feel like it is on stage. I'm just very interested to see who they're going to cast, whether they're going to have Christina Aguilera star in it again. That could be a possibility. Make it into like a cabaret style kind of thing, or if it's going to be more of a structured musical. We'll just have to see. Either way, I think it could really work. Staging with big lights, really, really fun. Moulin Rouge-esque. There's no information as of yet about where it's going to be, the dates for when it's opening, or even casting. So it's all speculation at this point, but it's being worked on. So obviously, fingers crossed that it gets into a full-blown production. But my next announcement is that Glee star Darren Criss, who's also famous from Star Kid, is coming to the London Palladium on October the 15th. I love Darren Criss. I've been a huge fan of him for years, since his Glee days, and obviously I love a Harry Potter musical.
Beautiful, more like super mega foxy, awesome hot.
He is going to have a one-night only concert in the London Palladium, where he's going to play a lot of songs from his career, as well two very cool people joining him, Lauren Lopez and Joey Richer. I'm really, really excited for that reunion. Absolutely gutted that I won't be able to make this show. It's been so popular though that they've added a matinee performance as well, so if you can't catch it in the evening on a Sunday, then you could go to the matinee as well, and there's still tickets, so you should be able to find it if you just do a little Google. So on stage with them, there's going to be a 4-piece band as well. For all you Darren Criss fans out there who live in London and are lucky, go and grab yourself some tickets and watch the show vicariously with me. And please, yeah, this is getting weird. Next. So this next announcement isn't any new information per se. This is just something that I'm quite excited about. So here in the UK, we've had Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends open quite recently, with none other than Bernadette Peters, which is like, she is obviously a Tony winner and a Broadway legend. It's absolutely an honour to have her here in the UK, even for a short while. Remembering Stephen Sondheim after his passing in November in 2021, obviously the theatre world has and will never be the same again. One of the greatest composers of all time, let alone musical theatre, and I have so much respect for him, and I'm so glad that his work is living on. Stephen Sondheim show that's in London at the moment is really nice. It's more like a concert style where, you know, they're honouring his work. But before he passed away, he also managed to write a show. This is the last show that Stephen Sondheim ever wrote, and it's called Here We Are. So it opened on September the 28th off Broadway in the Sheds Griffin Theatre on October the 22nd. It has a very star-studded cast. Michaela Diamond, for example, who I absolutely love from Parade and The Cher Show. There is people like Francois Baptiste, Tracy Bennett, Bobby Cannavale, Amber Gray, Jin Ha, Rachel Bay Jones, Dennis O'Hare, Stephen Pascal, David Hyde Pierce and Jeremy Shamos. I'm very, very excited to hear more about this show. I won't be able to go and see it when it comes out on Broadway, but hopefully there will be some kind of cast recording, and fingers crossed that eventually it comes over across the pond as well. But I just wanted to mention it. It's not something that might be easy for a lot of people in the UK to go and see necessarily, but I'm very excited about it, and I love Sondheim, so just thought I'd include it. But yeah, that's what I have to talk about today, guys. Please like the video if you want to hear more sort of theatre-y news from me, and I can absolutely do that for you. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, and stay magical. Arrivederci. Bye.